Hey, what's up? My name is Heiko. I go by the artist name Nogasayan, and I'm back with the Digitone II, and in this video it's all about heavy bass sound, 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 bass sound, heavy bass sound. So let's go! Hey everyone, great that you're back again. Like I said in the intro, today it's all about bass, and I want to show you how to create different kinds of bass sounds with every machine. So the Digitone II has, as you might know, 4 different synth machines, and I want to create at least one bass sound with every machine. And that was not my idea, because I got a comment. Yeah, I'm a small channel, I got a comment. I try to answer all of them, and this comment comes from CC9899. Thanks for your comment. And he wants to know how he or she can make heavy bass sounds. So not the normal ones, not the analog sounding ones. He or she wants to know these kinds of heavy, gnarly, nasty bass sounds. So yeah. And now CC9899, you're welcome. I'm doing bass sounds today, and like I said, I know I tend to talk too much. 4 different machines, 4 different kind of bass sounds, so let's dive in. So we're back at the Digitone II, and first we have to make sure that we are going from an init preset. I have one on the track number 9 here, and as you can see it says FM tone preset 9. That's the init preset, so no sound selected. We're going to the algorithm number 2 here, like this. Then we are selecting the operator C, and we're going down to 0.25. The operator A, we're going down to 0.50. And then with the operator B, we're going to 1 over 0.75, like this. Quite deep now. You should use headphones from this point on, I should say. So with the harmony knob, we are going down to minus 0.40 or something like this. We going with the detune knob all the way up. You can raise the amp volume and the track volume so you can hear it a little bit better. So that's not that interesting by now, but if we go to the synth page 2, then you have these modulators here, or the envelope of the modulators. Okay, I don't know what it is called, but you have to go to synth page number 2 and wiggle some of these knobs. And you have to wiggle at first the A knob, that's the attack of the modulation. At first, let's raise the level. So you can hear these added frequencies coming in. Let's stay somewhere around 60. And now let's raise the attack. Just a tiny bit. As you can hear, the modulation fades in. You can play around with it. I like it to be on 16. So now the envelope decay. Like this. Now we can play with the filter. Maybe add some distortion. We can play with the harmonics. Maybe let's see what happens if we go down to 7 or so. Okay. You can already hear the sound getting a little bit more dirty. You can play with the envelope. So that's the first tone. Let's go to another track. That's an init preset also. It's also the FM tone. Synth machine, FM synth machine. Let's stay on 1. Again, choose algorithm number 2 and go with the first or with the operator C down to 0.50 like this. And now we can play with the harmonics until we find something gnarly. And the detune does nothing, okay. Maybe let's go with a harmonic to -6 or 7 or 8, maybe something like this. 6. Let's try 730. You can already hear a difference between X and Y. Now let's go an octave deeper and raise the overdrive to something like this. Let's go over to the second synth page and play with these level knobs from the, I don't know, operators. Now you start to hear something like a saw wave, I think. That's Y, that's X. You can blend them together like you want it. Maybe play again with these operator A, going deeper. Okay. Quite different. Both of them are FM machines. If you raise the level from the envelope, then it gets quite gnarly. Maybe let's try out the operator B here, because I want this. Is this B? I don't know. Let's wiggle it. B level. I want that this sound gets a little bit deeper. Okay. That's not what I expected, but that's FM, yeah? Let's stay at 0.5. Go to synth page 2. Quite gnarly yet. So, play a little bit with filter. So, and if you now imagine you can modulate this parameter. What is this? A level. So going to the LFO, select A level. So there it is. Go a little bit slower, raise the depth. Now you hear how it starts to modulate. We can go with the BPM up to 4 or 8. Maybe up to 8 or 16. And if you now play a longer bass line and this operator starts to modulate, then I think bass sounds can get pretty gnarly. And you can play with this LFO mode over here. I think you can create some heavy, gnarly, nasty bass sounds like this. Okay, that was the FM tone. Already 2 kind of basses. So let's now go to the wave tone. Init preset like this. Let's dial down the second oscillator. With the first oscillator, With the first tune of the first oscillator, we're going down -12, and with the second, we're going down -24. And then we can go an octave deeper, like this. At the moment, sounds like a pretty normal sine wave. But if you change the waveform here, let's go with the first oscillator being a saw wave, and the second oscillator being like a square wave, but not totally, like this maybe. And start to edit like this. And play with the phase distortion. Another comment on my last video, or the video before that, one viewer said that you can dial this oscillator drift in here to have this wobble effect. I don't know if I want this wobble effect yet, but I want to try it out. Okay, maybe let's try out these different wavetables. Yeah. Oh, like this maybe. Nice one. Okay, now we got this. Let's switch to the next machine, FM drum machine. So first, let's tune. Wait, is the body? Okay, that's a transient. We don't want that yet. That's only the body. Okay, let's go to -12. So now what I want to try out is this two parameters here. This one called sweep time and the other one sweep depth. This FM drum machine, these two parameters are supposed to make the attack of the drum more punchy, but we use it for bass tones now. Now, as you can hear, it starts to sound like a drum and bass. I don't know what it's called originally, but if you know drum and bass, then you know what I mean. You can go pretty wild with a wave folder. More like this. And the low end comes back. So I think that's the first, the fourth one. We haven't tried out the swarmer now yet, so let's do it. The swarmer sounds like this. I can't help. It's from the start, from the beginning on. It's dirty. It's fat. It doesn't have to do much. I mean, you can, but you doesn't have to. Whoa, what's this? Okay, that's fat. Okay. It's just a classical misuse of the swarmer machine because I dialed the swarm down to 0. But that's what I would call knarzig. So that's fat and big and dirty. Maybe. Maybe to -6. And now you can start to modulate things. You have 3 LFOs on every track, on every machine. You can do some nasty things with this. Okay, sorry, I told you about drum and bass basses, and now I'm in my head, it's like fixed drum and bass basses. Okay, but we had 4 different machines, 4 different bass sounds, 5 different bass sounds. But I think I have to say that if you don't want to use analog sounding basses, then I think the FM synth machine is your friend, like the original Digitone already was, because this thing can sound pretty gnarly. This thing can also, and it added 3 different machines that weren't there before. So, now CC9899, don't worry, you can absolutely dial in some pretty gnarly and nasty bass sounds. Yeah, so speaking of drum and bass, I think maybe we should do some. I prepared this little drum break over here. And I had 3 different kind of basses already produced. I have done them in exactly the same way I showed you before. That's the first one. This is an FM tone with almost the same parameters over here. Then I added the second. Also FM tone. Yeah, like this. Then I added the third one. Yeah. I think this machine is pretty nice. I have to spend more time with it. Yeah, but from just flying over the manual and knowing the Digitone 1 and have some basic understanding about subtractive synthesis and FM synthesis and what's the other one called? Wavetable synthesis. I mean, if you look online and do your research, then you can get pretty fast, pretty wild with the Digitone 2. Yeah. And now, I'm sorry, I have to make some drum and bass. Yeah, and one last question I got as a comment from someone called Mike Cubic. He wants to know if it is possible to live transpose a track like on the A4. So I have to say I don't have an A4. I never had. I always wanted to, but I never had it. But I did my research, and I think you want to transpose the whole track while it is playing, and not just the notes that are triggered, also the arpeggiator line if some arpeggiator is programmed. So yeah, you can do that. I think this is what you mean. I have a little melody. It's not a great melody, but to show you what I mean, it's okay, I think. So I have this melody on track number 11. If I hold function and track, I can transpose the whole track. But it mutes, because function and track is mute. So you have to demute it again. I'll show you. It shows 1 octave up, but it was muted. So now it got transposed 1 octave, as you see here. And I can go back. It's on 0, but it is muted. But you know what I mean? It is possible, but you mute the track if you do this button combination. Maybe I missed something here. Maybe someone knows the answer to this. Then you can write it in the comments. I would like to know this, because that's quite nice. Yeah, sorry, my Cubic. That's the only way I found to transpose the whole track while it's running. I hope this was helpful. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope it was useful and hopefully I answered some questions and you had fun watching it. You can definitely make some gnarly and nasty basses with the Digitone 2, no problem at all. And even if you don't read the menu, just twiddle some knobs, go 2 octaves down and try what comes out of it. It's fantastic. Fat and deep and heavy and you can do all kinds of things. So yeah, I'm going to produce drum and bass from now on. Thanks for watching again, guys. It's really awesome. I gained 100 followers since I started YouTube. That's just amazing for me, really. I can't appreciate enough your support. Guys, you're really awesome. Thanks. Thanks a lot. So, have a nice weekend. See you next week. Thanks that you're being here. Subscribe if you haven't yet. See you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.